Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. Today we have Meow, I guess is just the name of the song. Now there was a lot of people who wanted me to get to the other Chaos song or songs that I haven't gotten to yet, and while there is that demand, this specific song had a lot more individual comments and a lot more likes on the one comment from last video. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just get to this one. People obviously want me to hear it, so I have no way to argue with what the people want to see, and I guess without further ado, we'll just get into it. Let's go. It's kind of an interesting intro there. We got a fat beat coming in. Now I'm excited. Zenless really knows how to do the fat beats justice. This one's giving a lot of, like, Jet Set Radio vibes. Maybe not quite as upbeat as Jet Set, but it feels like a song that would be in the background of like a dialogue portion. Nighttime. Ooh, where's it going? They really know when to bring in the dirt. Woo! Not the upbeat, come on. God, they really punch you in the face with that change. The slight pauses at the end of the phrases are brilliant. Ooh, feels like an astral evolution there. Love that. The little accents of traditional instruments too. You can't do that with the halftime. God damn! Love those accents. And that switch up of that halftime was brilliant too. Doubling up that synth, man. Woo! Okay, let's take a seat. Jesus Christ. I didn't know you could make halftime feel more halftime. But they're doing it. I really think it's that, like, kind of squishy synth that's in there. I don't know how else to explain that. Yeah, that like double time synth makes this part feel a little bit quicker. Whew, kind of blending the two there. God, I could listen to that for hours on loop. I could say that about every single one of these songs. They're just so good. So I was yapping quite a bit during this song, and I feel like I was throwing out more opinions than I usually do just because I was so into it. Albeit that might not necessarily be the case, but it really felt like I was saying a lot during the reaction this time around. And sometimes you just can't help yourself. Sometimes there is a song that just pulls the words right out of you, and every instance of that track makes you have to say something, at least least in my case, that's what happens, and this is one of those songs. I mean, like every Zenless song that I've heard so far, they're all bangers in their own right. This one evolved in a direction I didn't expect it to, with that halftime stuff in there, switching up between the half and double time, utilizing the juxtaposition of the halftime beat versus the double time synth, and then just taking that away and putting in another halftime synth to slow it down further, to like set you even deeper into the rhythm, and just damn, like, this whole thing, structured from the beginning to the end, brilliant work. It paced itself so amazingly well with that. It allowed itself to balance off of different parts of the song so perfectly well. I feel like this is a Thanos type song where it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And that's obviously a high praise to the producer or producers of this song. I believe I saw one name in the comments, but it is in Chinese, so I'm not going to try to figure out what their name is. I feel like I would get it wrong because I don't know how their names translate and all that stuff. It's probably direct, but again, I don't want to mess with it. Either way, brilliant job here by the producer, and just an amazing balance of everything throughout this entire song. I really cannot get over how well this song was balanced all the way through. The entire time I was like feeling exactly what I thought was coming next, and it did. You might call that predictable. I call that well done. I call that a song that understands what it's going for, what it needs to be, what it's trying to accomplish, and absolutely delivering on that 100%. Obviously, when there's a song that has a little bit of a surprise in there, something that throws you off a little bit, like there was that one spot where it did go halftime where I got like really into it, that might have come off as surprise. It was less surprise and more just like, hell yeah. Like, I kind of felt that there was a halftime coming, but it's just the way that it's produced, the way it's done, makes it feel so unique and cool, but also, again, kind of predictable in a positive way. And like, you knew it was happening maybe, but it doesn't really matter when it just feels so good. The feel of a song is truly the end-all be-all of music. The way that it makes a listener feel is really what you're going for as a whole. As a producer, you want a song that really catches the ear of the listener, makes them want to dance with it and have a good time, or as a songwriter, you want them to relate to the lyrics, or in some way at least understand the story being told if they don't relate directly. This is a perfect example of a song that just played to every single possible strength, allowed itself to be what it is unapologetically, and it did it so well. The personality of this song is just oozing, it's just drooling out of this track, and I love it because, again, it knows exactly what it wants to be, what it's going to be, and it gets there. It doesn't apologize at any point during the song. It doesn't try to change things up to make it sound super unique and quirky or something. It just does its job, and it is so good as a result, and it's so well balanced as a result, when they're not trying to overthink certain parts of a song production, and they just go straight from the beginning to the end, and it is what it is. A lot of this probably sounds like me repeating myself, but that's because this song kind of did that in a way as well. It did copy and paste certain parts in there, but again, that's fine, because that's kind of the goal. I assume a lot of these songs I hear from this soundtrack are songs that are designed to be in the background of major parts of a game, or even just walking down the city roads. Like, I don't know when this song would be playing. I don't know if it's like a boss theme or something, or if it's some like atmospheric track in a studio somewhere, or like just a background song in some more casual spot. It kind of feels like that. It doesn't really feel like it's lending itself to being a boss theme of some sort, or like a battle of some sort. It really just more feels like a casual theme that would be tossed in to a random part in the game for random atmosphere at a spot that just needs this vibe. And I think that's really the golden ticket as to why this song feels so good as just kind of the bare bones that it is, because while it is bare bones, it's doing its job. It doesn't care, and that's probably because it's in a spot of the game that's exactly that vibe. That's exactly what they want to go for. They want something that just is there, and again, works so well for that. There are so many songs I've heard so far that have done that from Zenless, and this is probably top 3 of that exact vibe, because it just hits so perfectly well. But now I am starting to repeat myself, so I will call it there. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you have any other songs you want me to get to from Zenless, please leave them down in a comment below, and I will do my best to get to them as always. And of course, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!